Welcome back to Virginia this morning. During this unprecedented time of social distancing, there are families in our communities who certainly are struggling. One local organization has been stepping up in a big way with their COVID-19 Rapid Response Food Relief Initiative. Their campaign has been underway for several months. But now, as Andreas White-Murdaugh recently discovered, they can still use a little help.
The COVID-19 pandemic left many families struggling to provide healthy meals for their families, but Bridging RVA stepped in to bridge the gap. Today, Ann Sawyer tells us more about their Drop, Knock, Leave program. Hi, Ann.
Hi.
Hello. I am so excited to speak with you because your organization, I've been hearing about all the amazing things that you're doing in the community. And we know that schools were able to offer food pickup over the course of the spring, but you saw a need to assist families in their totality. So tell us about the inspiration for Drop, Knock, Leave and what you provide.
Thanks for asking. I'll tell you what, the schools did a phenomenal job of reacting to the lockdown and the closing, but there was a gap identified by the communities and schools worker to where children would take home backpack meals for food for the weekend that would fit in their backpack discreetly, and that would help them so they wouldn't be hungry on the weekend. The bags are very small, would slip right into their backpack. They didn't. They called us and said, we don't have a way to get these children these bags for the weekend. Is there anything that Bridging RVA can do to help us? And we said, we'll get right back to you on that. And we quickly had a conversation with our board of directors and said, you know what, we're going to figure it out how to get it. The first list, there was about 180, 200 kids on the list. And we figured we'll do this. We're good at mobilizing volunteers. We knew that they're locked down so that people weren't going to be able to come to us. We would have to go to them safely. So we developed the Drop, Knock, and Leave program. And as it was developing, and very quickly over a few hours, we said, you know, if these children are hungry, chances are the whole family is hungry. So let's provide groceries for the whole family during this time. And that's how it got started 26 weeks ago.
How many people have you been able to serve during this time?
Well, what's interesting, so we've been able to make 3,800 deliveries. That's doorstop drops of groceries, and that represents 9,300 children that we've delivered to over the last 26 weeks.
Just the number of people, one, who needed the support, and two, that you were able to serve, is just incredible. So Drop, Knock, Leave. There are lots of people involved. There are financial resources required to make it happen. How do you do it each week?
Every week, what we do is on our website, bridgingrva.org, there are volunteer signups. So they can sign up to take a delivery route. We send them a route that's very easy to follow. It routes them so they're not backtracking and driving in circles. They come to where the food is in Midlothian. They pick it up, they drive up, they have a time, they drive up, we load their car, we give them a sheet that has all of their addresses on it, or we can text them their route so it automatically populates on a map for them. And they go. And they have, groceries for the kids. Oftentimes we provide hygiene products and cleaning supplies, school supplies. It takes them maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to deliver to these households. They go to the house, they put it on the porch or the stoop, they knock on the door and they leave. And all of the families have been texted and they said, your food is on the way. Watch for your food person and don't open the door until they leave. Because really during this time, we want everybody to be safe.
You need support in order to make this happen. You've been doing this for 26 weeks. Your goal is to continue doing this into the fall. What do you need from the community for continued support in order to keep making this happen?
Well, obviously, there's an expense to it. It cost us around $2,500 a week to pull this off, and that's feeding 200 families for the week, providing groceries and food to them. So financial resources we need. We also need volunteers. If you want to sign up, we have 4 slots open for this Saturday morning, and it is really a rich volunteer experience also. And you said, we do want this to continue because what we've noticed over the last 30 days, and especially since, school started, there are some things in place now where the kids have more available to food. And we are not as much in the lockdown as we were for a while. But what has been happening is we're getting requests from other resources. We have, we were working with communities and schools and social workers, but since then, RAL, which is Resources for Independent Living, and other social workers and emergency response people have called us and said, can you help us? There's still a need. So we don't want to turn anybody away because of money or volunteers.
We appreciate all the coordination that you've put into this and the ways that you are making sure that our community is as healthy as possible, despite any of those external factors that are affecting many people, even in the back to school timeframe. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
For those of you who'd like to learn more about how to support Bridging RVA with their Drop Knock Leave program, we encourage you to visit our website at WTVR.com/BTM.